What's up, guys? It is Magi coming at you with another Chobo Team League. This time around, what I have for you is a PvZ between the green pieces from Inside Gaming playing Protoss. It is Sareena. And her opponent in the top left-hand corner of Interloper, the teal Zerg pieces, team Unrivaled. It is Lithus. And already we do have Sareena sending out a probe. So, I don't know much about Lithus, but I can tell you within Inside Gaming, Sareena is kind of our own Dark Templar Queen. And I'm kind of expecting something with that. But a know-how into her gameplay. If she does try for anything like Dark Templar related. She's been using a lot of charge lot builds in the past few weeks, and she did finally lose a game with that. She went 2-1 with that type of style of play. We're going to see exactly what she has in store for us this time around, as both players do open up pretty standard overall. Sareena trying to be cheeky with this probe and pick up a drone or two. But Lithus is not going to take the bait, and she's going to keep the scout up. She did scout that there is a natural natural hatchery down here. Everything should look pretty standard in terms of how this is going to open up here for a Zerg Fred. She's actually being really annoying with this probe, but I really like that because it's delaying a lot of mining time for like 2 or 3 probes at a time. And with this finds it says enough's enough. We're going to put a predator drone on your assault probe here. And on the other side of the map, Lithus is getting kind of cheeky with his workers as well. Going to delay Sareena's Nexus from going down for just a little bit. Outside that, everything looking pretty standard so far. This isn't too early in the game. You really can't tell exactly which players are going to go. We do have a second gas being added on for Sareena. But other than that, it's just spawning full time. And look, you know, just macro up early game. No cheeky cheeses coming out. There's no cannon rushing. This probe is still being very annoying as it just runs around the map, looking to see when that third base goes down and where it will go down. But I imagine all Zerg players will kind of just take this third base here. Because this third base in the south here is very exposed. I say this a lot. If you just kill these rocks off and Zerg takes the third base here, there's nothing they can do to save it. Because you just have to swing all the way around the map and come all the way back around through here in order just to come back up through the middle just to save that third base, and by the end, the third base is pretty much dead. So with that, we'll just see which way Lithus decides to expand. An Interloper. One of the more awkward maps in the pool. We have a Nexus come down here for Sareena. Not a full wall off just yet. Needs to get a gateway down here. Just have an adept out and make sure the wall off is complete. By the time any of these cheekylings get across the map, probe here is going to get spotted by this Overlord, and the Ling should come back and kill this probe. As the third base will be taken up here in the north. And Sareena will get the scout on this as it does start, as this probe will die. So she knows now where the third base is for her Zerg friend and Teal. He's going to try and bait anything out of Sareena here with these lings. But these are just kind of some scouting lings. They come over here and take a look around. A stalker does pop out to shoot away this Overlord. But outside that, not much else is going to get done here. Now, there is an Overlord in position in the south here for any kind of Ling drop play. As we do have a layer on the way, I don't see an Evo chamber for this type of shenaniganery to happen. Something I really like to see the cheeky plays, and hold on, we do have a robotics facility and a Dark Shrine going down over here in the middle of Sareena's main. Which is actually a really good place to hide tech as long as you can keep Overlord out. With the Overlord in the north taken care of, and then just kind of floating away to a happy place. The only other Overlord in position that can catch this is going to be this one in the south. Now, with no Overlord speed, it's going to be a very difficult thing to pull off, because that Overlord will die before it gets to that position of where the attack buildings are being hidden. Sareena already playing that shell game, was saying like, yep, come in here and I'm trying to find out what you can see, but there is a stalker here is once again to shoo away this Overlord. And it looks like he wanted to try and do some like Overlord drops, or Ling drops, but he pulled the Overlord away to try and get the scout here. And it's actually going to be very close. Can he actually see it? He doesn't actually see that there is a a Robo and a Dark Shrine over here, which is telling me she's going to opt into that Archon drop if these DTs don't work. But with roaches on the way, Lithus should be able to hold out here very easily. He does already have Spore Crawlers down in the fear of possibly being maybe some Oracle play. But there's no Spore Crawler down here in the third base, which should be added on here very shortly if he's reading into this. He is still trying to get some scouting information off to figure out exactly what is going on. But a Warp Prism is going to make its way around to the north side of the map. It was scouted, I would assume, by these three Overlords just hanging out here in a trifecta situation. Being like, yeah buddy, let's make a triangle in the air and just float here and do geometry stuff. And not really help out and notice anything else. But wrong, as I will say that they do exactly notice that there was a Warp Prism set around to the northern side of the map. And already we do have a flood of Lings and Banelings here to defend this. With the Spores and Spines in position here, I don't think Sareena is going to be able to get much done with these DTs, which means she can very easily transition into the Archon drops behind this. She is taking a third base on the other side of the map, which is going to even up the base count at 3-3. Here actually can get some shots off. Ooh, they could have got in position sooner. They could have got that Warp Prism full of Dark Templar, and that would have been a huge pick-off for Lithus. And as we look into Lithus' situation here, it's starting to read into that Ling Bangling Hydra composition. But he built the Roach Warren, and this is why I always just highly disagree with people going for the Roach Warren and with a Bangling Nest, because you take away which way the gas is going to have to go. Especially being only on 2 gas. And on the other side of the map here, we do have a Ling run by trying to get in here. There are some DTs here to take care of this. These Lings should just get evaporated pretty quickly here. She's just going to pull the rest of them away. But he does get the scout that there is a third base. A photon overcharge. Actually getting thrown down here on this pylon. A little late, Sareena. A little late. We all understand just how slow that is. And on the other side of the map, we do have some Archon drops. Gonna get one Queen, get some Lings, and that should be about it before she has to pick these up and get out of here before these Banelings come in here. She actually saved it with no shields left. Woo! Very close save there indeed for Sareena. Warp Prism is in danger of getting picked off, but it should get out very easily. So, with no fourth base on the way, and by the looks of it, if he does get for fourth base, it will be in the south. Kind of one of those iffy positions to take at this fourth base is a Zerg on this map, I feel. There are other places to take it. Granted, you expand towards your opponent, but these two expansions here are probably a little bit easier to deal with. Maybe even this one here. But as a Zerg, I can understand that this would be the more opportune one to take, as it is away from your opponent, and you never want to expand towards your opponent if you have to. But I still feel like she could expand to the north up here and be perfectly fine as well. The Lithus is trying to make some damage happen here, but there are some Archons in here, the Mothership Core here. With full energy, she should be able to clean up a lot of this, and there should be a Hydra dead about to finish it. But again, these Archons are going to make their way back into this drone line in the main. Pick off a couple drones. This Queen might fall. Nope, the Queen is going to run away, and the Archon is going to get its workout doing in here, trying to pick off one of these drones. Ooh, get it out. Does Archon make it out? Yeah, Archon should make it out. All in all, these drops really aren't doing much for Sareena. It is being annoying, but other than that, it's really not doing much for her. But she does have Lithus floating a lot, and Sareena is actually floating. Both players are floating a lot here, but economy-wise, Sareena is ahead 64 to 50. Army supply is about even. So I'm looking to see exactly what the transition is for Sareena here. As I imagine, she will be opting into possibly some Immortals. I just do finish up. Centrifugal hooks on the way as well. It's going to be rather interesting to see which way this game goes here, as we are going to start to transition to that more base meta composition that Zerg has been using lately, which is Hydra Ling Bling. These roaches are just basically be cannon fodder as the fight does pick up. Our resupply is in favor of Sareena, which tells you she is looking to move out. She's adding on 3 more probes. This should be the last 3 she actually adds on here. That's going to be the last 3 she adds on. She is going to move out with this army. And it looks like she is going to opt for this third base here. She does have a Warp Prism across the map. She is going to try and get in here on top of this position here and take care of this. But Lithus' army is completely out of position right now. This is a very good time for her to go, but as these creep tumors do come in here, they will get found. And here we go. There should be some force fields thrown down here, but I don't know if she knows, but Sareena, Archons can indeed destroy your force fields. So she was trying to force field out the army. But as these Archons continue to push forward and to kill off this army, which is a good thing, she does destroy your force fields and not it will completely lock it out. I do like the fact she destroys the army versus trying to lock it out, because that's more army supply later after this push on this fourth base that Lithus would have to defend with. So it's actually a good thing that the army did die before she killed this base. But again, now it's just on a roach tech, and there are 9 lings on the way, or 9 hydras and 4 lings, which is not going to be enough to stop this Protoss ball. GG will be called, and Sareena will end up taking this Diamond League set in the Chobo Team League week number 5. And that, guys, is all I have in store for you for tonight. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button on Twitch. Also, send me your replays if you would like it cast at magicast@gmail.com. I'm Magi, signing off, and I will see you in the next one.